Hey everybody, welcome back to Sessions with Steph. We are here for the next installment of What's in Your Color. So, flip chart ready? What's in Your Color Part 2. Here we go. The first segment of What's in Your Color Part 2 is going to be bleach and developers. Which one is better? So the reason I went with that little catchphrase there, I'm going to move this back here, was because I went to Sally's and I bought Quick Blue. This is the bleach I'm going to use. It is non-professional. I think there may be some professionals out there that do use it. I personally have always used a line. It was, sorry for my ice maker, it was Aveda before and it is Eufora now. Even like if I did anything at home, I would use Pravana. So I've always used something that is professional. That I actually get from a pro store. But today we are going to use Quick Blue. We are going to use the Ion Developers. This is what I was recommended when I went in. Granted, I like to go in and act like I know nothing. We're going to do these. I am also going to do Eufora. I will not be putting a bond builder in because I don't want to show what product does with something that can potentially mask any kind of damage. I want this to be raw. I want you to see why I advise what I advise. I have my color bowls. I'm going to use one for the bleach. I'll do 3 different segments, and more than likely what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this part of my video where I'm talking, because I won't talk through the process of putting it on. It takes a second. And then I'm going, so you'll see everything fast with the application. I'll come back after the application and I will show you in that small video which one I'm going with at which time. With my Eufora, I am going to use our blue lightener, just the blue. I have 3 different lighteners. I have a cream, I have a blue lightener, I have a 9-level lift blue lightener, and then I also do have a clay lightener, but that is for open air balayage. I am only going to use the blue lightener. That is it. It is aloe based. Again, I am not putting any bond builders. No Olaplex, no Nolaplex, which is what I carry, part of my color elixirs. None of that. I'm going to do straight develop, and I'm going to use the same 3 developers for all of them. I'm going to do 20, 30, and 40. So each one will have it. You'll see the little snippets of the Eufora. When I do it, this is ammonia based. Eufora is MEA based. So they're 2 different ones. I'll explain to you the difference and how it affected the hair differently. You can hear not just my ice maker going on right now, but also my heater. I am warming up my room because this girl has no heat to her head, which always affects how hair lifts. So I'm trying to make it warmer in here than I like so that I can also get her to lift really, really well. I'm also going to use the blow dryer a bit, but you'll see this in the faster version. Now, when I come back, as it's processing, I'll talk about the difference in developers. I'm also going to do a readout of what's actually in here, what they're putting on the packaging that is in the developers and the bleach itself, so that you can kind of see, oh, that's what's put in there. At Eufora, we use an aloe base for everything, including the lightener. And like I said, we have an MEA developer, not an ammonia developer. So let me correct that. MEA does have a fraction of ammonia to it, but it is not significant enough to do what this does when it comes to opening up the cuticle. It opens it up in a different way. There's a different compound that is created with MEA to make that happen. So you're going to see the difference between the two. I'm going to show you the integrity. I will actually show you right now here on Deborah. She has absolutely no, I have not done any color or anything. I haven't even cut her. But you can see, this is the elasticity. This is what I got. This is some pretty strong hair. It's not gummy. It's not shaky. I'm going to use the advised time on all of this stuff. So I know with Eufora, it takes a bit longer. With Quick Blue here, let's see. It says 50 minutes, 40 minutes. So we're going 40 because this is a virgin application. I am going to do scalp to ends, and I'm doing it in a foil. So anybody who wants to say, oh, we're not supposed to do scalp to ends, you're supposed to do ends first, and then I'm doing it in a foil. So it can be done that way. Either way, here we go. This is how I'm going to get started so that you guys can see this part. And then I'll come back and talk a little bit about this process, what I use, what you saw in the other video, and then we're going to get into the second part of part 2. Awesome. See you guys in a second. Okay, I'm back for more. So we kind of went over bleach and developers. I told you guys which ones I was using. I used the 20, 30, and 40. I used the Quick Blue, and then I used Eufora's Blue Lightning Powder and 20, 30, and 40. So those are the foils that are in the head. Now, 20 is the safest developer for lifting, and it also helps to give you a bit more control. So depending on what kind of hair you have, we always determine things off of that. 30 is we'll use it every now and then. I will use 30 probably a bit more, especially with fashion colors, or if I'm trying to achieve a certain goal for somebody. 40 is one I very rarely touch. Now, again, I didn't use bond builders in any of these. So these developers, and I'm going to pull my 40 from my tray. Let me move this over. Here we go, like this. So I'm going to pull my 40 from my tray. And this is a 40 volume developer. Again, this is Ion. This is sensitive scalp. So if I look here and I go down to the ingredients, which is important. So I have the first three are going to be the most dominant in the product. So you have water, hydrogen peroxide, and cetyl alcohol, right? Now, I know that there's a perfume fragrance, which means that they can put things in here that I don't know about. Which is something that you should be aware of. You should always be aware of that. In the perfume scent, companies are not required to disclose what's in their perfume. So if they say they don't have something in it, they could potentially put it in there. Not saying everybody does, just saying that's something that can happen. So this does contain hydrogen peroxide. It gives you a warning for that. I would say with this one, I didn't have, and even now thinking about it, there wasn't a super strong ammonia smell. Now, there's a paraben in it. There's sulfates. Of course, there's phosphoric acid, benzonic acid, silica, PEG 40. Let's see, hydrogen castor oil. Now, you can smell a perfume in this. It is perfumey. But this one I got, this was for the sensitive scalp. We're going to see exactly what it does here in a second. I will say, anything you're buying over the counter, it has ammonia in it. Same with the box colors. They have ammonia in it. It's hard to get no ammonia over the counter. So which one is better? If you're ever getting your hair done and your hair is already compromised, 20 is always going to be better. It doesn't matter what you do. 20 is going to be better. 40 is something that I wouldn't touch if I was at home. I would not touch it. If I did my own hair, which thank God I don't have to because I have amazing people in my life, but if I did, I still wouldn't want 40 volume on my hair. It literally can eat your hair. That is a lot of hydrogen peroxide in the hair, which if you remember, and let me go find it, in the first one we talked about what the number meant on the bottle, right? So on these two, everybody has them. Hold on, I'll look for it on that bottle so you can see. But the developer number that I show, okay, this is the amount of peroxide that's in there. And peroxide, we all have seen what peroxide does when we have a boo-boo, right? So what do you think it's doing to that hair follicle? So this one shows, it doesn't show, which is cause for concern, honestly, guys. If you are using something and it isn't showing you the percentage in there, you're not sure what you're really getting. Transparency is key with any product. I don't care what you're using. Just make sure that they're transparent enough that you understand what's happening. Now this, I'm sure, does contain an ammonia. I could look online. I'm not going to do that right now. But ammonia, and the reason I have become less partial to it, expands, it swells up that hair cuticle so much that it is hard to restore it back even with a bond builder. Yes, you'll get some of that normalcy back to the hair, but the health will never, ever, ever be able to really go back, because even a bond builder over time, if you are not using the essential shampoos and conditioners from your stylist, is going to come off. So product, again, we go back to how product is very important. Next flip chart, reasons not to do this. Okay, if on here it talks about getting in the eyes, doing things of that nature, that in and of itself is a safety and health hazard. Now, you can't see behind your head, just like you can't see right up here. You're not sure what's going on up there, so naturally you're going to try to look and you're going to be doing this, and it's that easy for that to just fall right into your eye. Do you want to go blind? No. Safe and healthy. Safety and health is the first reason not to do this. Results is the second. You don't know what you're getting. And unless you're buying, I mean, I went to the store and spent, you know what? I have the receipt. Hold on. Let's pull out. I don't want to lie to you. That's HEB. So on just the lightener and the developers, and these are the smaller ones, mind you, subtotal, oh, well, I should, okay, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So $15, almost $20 for those three for one packet, okay? Almost. But one packet? No. There's no one in the world who can use one packet and get the results that you're looking for. On top of that, environmental settings, where are you doing your hair? In a salon, it is different. Our temperature's different. Things are different in the salon than they are at your house. Like, you're not going to be moving around when you're in a salon. You're going to be staying in one spot. You're going to have multiple drapes on you. Your body is going to heat up differently because it's freezing in a salon for a reason, because us stylists get super hot behind the chair. Sorry that we get hot. I have a heater going right now, and I'm dying, like, doing that. These are real things. The results are going to vary because you don't have a heater at home that we do that can go around your head and make it warmer so that you get the results that you're looking for. On top of that, hair integrity. That is a huge thing. If you aren't concerned with the integrity of your own hair, then by all means, do whatever you want, but please don't complain about your hair is breaking off and your hair feels like hay and you don't like the way that this does it and these products should be made differently. No, you don't get that option. We're trained professionals, and we're trained professionals for a reason. We want to help you keep that hair integrity. You can't guarantee that at home, where we can't guarantee your hair integrity if you don't tell us the truth. But if you tell us the truth, we can be honest with you and say, hey, look, I'd rather keep your hair healthy than get you to that platinum blonde you want today. Let's start low, let's start slow, and let's get on it. It's that simple. And last but not least, and this is my favorite, regret. You guys know it's a thing for anybody who's done their hair at home and it hasn't come out the way they wanted. You regret it. Quarantine hair was a real thing, and people regretted everything they did to their hair with good reason. You know, yes, we all want to look good. Yes, we want the blues and the purples and the pinks and the oranges, and yes, we want natural looking hair. We want dark roots so no one can tell that we have grays. We want all that stuff. But trying to do it yourself is no way to cheat that system. Like, you don't know the outcome. Even in a box dye, you don't know the outcome. You really, really don't. Except for black, apparently, because that's right behind me, and it's dark. Okay. What's in these products? So we kind of read off what's in the developer. Let's go over what's in Quick Glue. This is extra strength on the scalp, off the scalp. So you have potassium, persulfate, sodium silicate, sodium, already I'm not liking this. Oh my gosh. Hold on, I gotta get the other side. I have to put this together to read all of it. You have sodium, persulfate, urea, arcolites. Oh my gosh. Really? All of that? Carbonate, magnesium carbonate, magnesium high. Oh my gosh. Ammonium sulfate. So this right here in and of itself, whether your developer has ammonia or not, your bleach definitely does, okay? So those are things to pay attention to. Oh, it's going to get me the platinum that I want. I've used Quicksilver or Quick Glue a million times and da-da-da-da-da. Keep using it. See what happens.
when you can't run your fingers through your hair, my hair is lightened. And do you see how it does not look damaged? You know why? Because one, I use good product, but two, I don't use over-the-counter products to lighten it. I don't. I wouldn't. Why? Even before, you know why I never had colored hair before? Because I didn't want to pay to get it professionally done. So I left my hair natural all the time. That's the truth of it. You don't want to pay to get quality work, then don't try to do it yourself and complain about it later, okay? So in these products, you already know, it's a lot of chemical, it's a lot of ammonia, it's a lot of perfume that you don't really know what's in it. I don't really know what's in it, and if I try to go find the fact sheets, I'm sure someone's going to come for me because that's what happens. On to the next subject. Feel like my skull and bones. Box color. No bueno. No bueno. I just applied this stuff. My nostrils still burn. It's sitting back there oxidizing in the bottles. It feels slimy. It feels gross. I can tell you right now, if they're giving you something like this for the end, I don't know how I feel about it. So in their Color and Shine conditioner, what they advertise is vitamin E, camelina oil, and a UV filter. A UV filter. Now, let's see where... Weekly conditioning, use once a week after shampoo to help prevent it fading. Where are the actual ingredients? They have to be here somewhere. So, going through this, let's see. We're going to look the color gel. Oh, look, ammonium peroxide. Again, another reason not to use this safety hazard. Avoid contact with this product with eyes and skin. What do you call what's on top of your head that's not your hair? Your scalp. And what is your scalp? It's skin. If they're telling you not to let it contact your skin, but yet you're putting it all over your head, don't y'all see how that's kind of an oxymoron there, right? Like, usually, with what we have behind the chair, it's safe enough that it goes closer to the scalp, because we can't avoid putting it on that skin. Hence the reason we try to be careful with the products that we use. Okay. Do not use over henna. Okay. Wait 14 days after bleaching or relaxing to use this product. So, skin irritation. Oh, you should do, okay, that's good that they say that. First 3 ingredients in the color gel. Aqua. I can't say that one. Trideceth 2 carboxamide propylene glycol, hexylene glycol, peg 2 olamine. Of course, I could keep going with all of those. There's ether in here. Oh my gosh. There's a lot of alcohol. There's ammonium hydroxide. Ammonium acetate, ammonium thioglycolate. Like I said, ammonium thioglycolate. For those movie people who love Elle Woods so much, because I know I do. Happy people just don't shoot their husbands. I love that phrase. Ammonium thioglycolate. Ammonium thioglycolate is something that we use in perms to help break the bond of hair, to change the bond and the structure of hair. Why are they putting it in a hair color? Why? If you have curly hair and you're using box color and you're complaining about how your curls seem to be losing their spunk, well, let me tell you why. Now we'll move on to the blonde. I'm not going to be bitter. I'm not bitter. Yes, I am. Same thing here. You have that parfum fragrance. Oh, goodness. Developer cream. I'm looking for it because I know it's here. Ooh. Ceteryl alcohol, hydrogen peroxide. And this is why I tell you guys that perfume fragrance, okay, so usually perfume comes further down the way. In these, perfume seems to hit pretty early, pretty high, which means they may be telling you that this has nothing in it that could actually harm your hair, but because of that perfume, there's something in there that they don't want you to know about that is one of the dominants. in here. Granted, the first three are the most dominant, which in the color serum, it's aqua or water, cetyl alcohol, and glycerin. That one goes down, let's see, 1, 2, so it is the 6th one. So still a pretty hefty ingredient, and yet they don't have to disclose to you what's actually in there. Box color. Now, we're waiting for this process. We're literally a minute in for the highlights. So 1 more minute and I will take those bad boys down. But I'm going to give you my explanation as to why you shouldn't use box color. Reasons to not use box color. 1 is results. We'll see this here in a minute. With both the highlights, with the lightener and the bleach, and then with box color as well. The ingredients, the fact that they can't disclose everything to you that is in your box color simply because it's easy doesn't make it great. For all of those people who are out there eating healthy and trying to do better, and I only drink this, and I only do organic, and I only do that, if you're still using this, guess what? You've just nixed all of that, okay? Because you're putting harmful chemicals into your system. So just eat the regular beef. Just saying. And then, of course, last but not least, the regret. You know why people regret box color? Because they change their minds a few weeks later and decide, oh, maybe I want highlights, maybe I want this. And then they try to take out the box color, and guess what box color doesn't do? It doesn't come out. Because it uses a 40 volume developer, the one that we don't use, to make sure that that hair is saturated and soaked in that color so well that it does not come off. It doesn't come out of the cuticle, it is in. And when it does come out of the cuticle, not only does it feel awful, but it also looks awful. In conclusion, stylists love you and want what's best for your hair. There is no, we resent you for buying box color or this or that. That's not a thing, guys. It's really not. We just want what's best for your hair. We want to be there for you too. We're not just stylists, we're there for all the things. So take that into consideration for a second. It's an ongoing joke in our field. You're not just a stylist, you're also a therapist and a counselor and all the other things. And we love that. We love it. So let us help take care of you. Let us give you the results with the hair, with your hair that you actually want. Not ones that you see on a picture and think, oh my gosh, I want my hair to look just like hers. Guess what? It's not going to. That's called Photoshop, honey. It's Photoshop. And, it could also be a wig. I'm not going to lie. That's what they do. So I'm going to rinse, and then I'm going to come back. Where's my clip? I'm going to rinse these guys out. You guys are going to see the results of the highlights, and then I'm going to wait. I'm going to rinse out the highlights, wait, rinse out the color, and then we're going to talk about all the results that we got. All right, guys, we've hit the end of the show. This is it. I've given you my conclusion in another video. Gone over these products. I'm going to research more and drop a little bit more in the description about what exactly was in the conditioners. I want you guys to see her hair, okay? Now, on the black side down here, this is where I did the Eufora, okay? And the very top one, I did it strategically. So the very top one, I have color all over my hands, is the 40 volume. This very top stretch up here. Now, it's when hair is wet that we see the biggest difference in how damaged it is. Now, if I take this and pull at it, do you guys see how it still has that elasticity, right? No breaking. It's not super bouncy until you get down here. That's damage. That's something we don't want. I did this to show you that even with professional color, getting into that 40 volume is going to damage the hair. Whereas on the bottom, I'm actually going to come to this piece right here. This is 20, okay? I touched it with black dye, don't judge the color. And if I do it here, even at the end, you see that? It's not the same bounce back. Now, on the quick blue side, Okay? These were both blue-based lighteners. But on the quick blue side, if I take my 40 on top and start tugging, right? It's okay there. It's not as okay here. I am actually, you can't see it. I need to hold it looser. So if I hold it from the top and start pulling, you start to see, and I see it more, of course, these little flyaways. Granted, again, this is real hair and fake hair. It was the end that I noticed. I mean, look at that boing right there. Like, that's intense. That's an intense boing. I mean, the hair just rips right off. Okay? Now, at the very end on the Eufora 40, I could do the same thing. But if I'm doing it with the quick blue here, what are you doing at home? And even here, look, I mean, the elasticity on this guy is just, it breaks. Like, I can hear it. Oh, it hurts my heart. So, and these are tests you should do on your own hair. How many hair fails have we all seen where the girl just combs through her hair and it just comes out? It just comes out. That was a 45-minute process. 45 minutes, that was it. Now in the back, we have that box that was supposed to take me there. Heat, there was heat here, okay? Is that not the same color? I mean, what's the point of that box? What's the point? It actually says you should leave it on for 10 minutes and then apply it more at 5 minutes. I saturated this bad boy. If you're having to reapply, then maybe it needs to sit longer, but it didn't even do anything at the root. Like, this is the same hair as the hair up there. So, not very honest. Now, this side, that's some black hair. But the feel of it, granted, mannequin heads don't feel great as it is. I didn't even dry this hair, like, at all. I used and it feels gross. It feels dry, which I guess is why they give you something that they pack full of parabens, honestly, and waxes to make it look shiny and neat, and it just, is it black? Heck yeah, look at that. You got some dark hair there. Did it get lighter? Nope, not at all. Box color, completely unpredictable. You never know what the results are going to be. Thank you, Deborah. She's such a good model. She doesn't even complain that we do so many colors on her hair. It's amazing to me. So like I said, stylists, we just want the best for you. That's all we want. That is my conclusion. We love you. We love your hair. We want to help you with it. We want to make it better. We want you to be in a place where you feel comfortable enough to come to us. Let us help you with that. I get it, guys. I totally understand where you think that it may not just be worth it because you just have black hair and you want to keep black hair and you're only trying to cover your grays. Do you want your hair to be healthy? Or do you want it to feel like Deborah's? I personally am all for helping people where I can. I want to understand your situation and help you the best way that I can. But the same way you wouldn't go to your friend who's a doctor and ask him to see you for free, you wouldn't want to do that to a hairstylist. I guarantee you there are plenty of us out here who will go above and beyond for you and give you everything you need. But we need you to understand what color really does. Am I ever going to show you application of color? No, never going to happen. Because I went to school to learn this kind of thing. I put a lot of time and effort into this kind of thing. I made it a point to go above and beyond to learn these things. I'm not going to give away trade secrets for respect for myself, but not just myself, for all the amazing stylists I know out there, amazing women and men who can do phenomenal things. Why would I give away their secrets and technique just so that you can have peace of mind doing it at home? No, it's against the stylist code. Okay, it's against it, but I'm going to say it. Whether people like to hear it or not is irrelevant. Look, research your products. Really research them. Don't just get on Google and type it in and go to their website and look at other people. Get third-party perspectives so that you understand what's really behind this. The fact that there's so much perfume in this is just, I mean, it makes no sense to me. And then you use it once a week. This once a week? How much conditioner are they supposed to use? Can you please enlighten me? Like, this I could use it twice. I'll admit that. I have longer hair. I have thicker hair. There is no way this is going to do a whole lot for me. Like, no. Leave it in for 1 to 2 minutes. Like, this just, it makes no sense. And why, L'Oreal, are you not putting every ingredient on your lists? I want every single one, including what's in the perfume. I think it's wrong for anybody to tell people that the color works and it's great and it's this and it's that if you're putting things in it that could be harmful to somebody. Now, I'm done with my rant. I will get off my soapbox. I just want the best for all of you guys. I really do. You're amazing. You're so amazing. You're so wonderful. You have so many things going for you. If this is one thing that you can give yourself, that you can say, hey, I can swallow that $100 to get a natural color put on my head every 6 to 8 weeks, and please do it. Please, because, you know, we spend money on coffee, like Starbucks, like it's nothing. We will go and buy a Jamba Juice. They're delightful. I love Jamba Juice. And not think twice about the fact that we just paid $8 for frozen fruit that got blended. Like, we need to start prioritizing things a little different. Can you still give yourself that treat? Sure, but what about your self-care? Let's really get into that. Let's really start talking about that. And here we go on to the next segment for a later time and date, self-care and what it means for you. I really want to put it out there, guys, because I am learning this myself. I do not take care of myself. I don't. I put myself on the back burner all the time. It is a very bad habit. I am not constantly going out and let me get a pedi, let me get a massage, let me do this. Self-care is a big thing. Let me get outside and walk by myself for 20 minutes and just enjoy sunshine and air and all of those things. Self-care is huge. That's going to be our next subject on Sessions with Steph. I am so thankful that you guys keep watching and that you're liking the videos. If you have anything that you really, really want me to talk about, please do not hesitate to reach out. You can comment. You can reach out to me on my email, formula9salon@gmail.com. You can find somebody who knows me and get my phone number. I will not give it out on YouTube. Anything you can do to get a hold of me, to give me feedback, what you want. I want to know what you guys want to hear. I want to be there for you. I want to educate as much as I can and spread all the love and positivity. Be kind to your stylists. Love them, cherish them. Trust me, we love you and cherish you so much you'll never understand. I hope you guys are having a great new year. I mean, I know it's a lot for some people. I know that things are going crazy. I know that everybody feels a certain kind of way, but stay positive, because you know what? Light always conquers darkness, no matter how you look at it. Positivity will always trump negativity, no matter how you look at it. So you stay positive, stay happy, and don't forget to smile every day, okay? Love you guys.